Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today I have finally decided to change the background. It has been far too long since I've messed around with the more quirky ones, and I'm not going all out just yet. I'm not, bringing out the old spiked bat, or that boy, or the bee's mess, all those funky backgrounds that we had back in the day. But I'm just bringing the good old shepherd doggy background, and I very much love it. So today I'm playing against Nameless, but this is a veteran opponent, which seems to be running mostly a stress DoD team, mostly stress. Surprisingly without Bello, so this is odd because I see some good choices, but I do not see Bello, which is the weirdest of them all. But they do go Rampart, and they actually drop a really smart move. They daze my Crusader. But Shep, can't your Crusader do the exact same things from position 1 as he can from position 2? Yes, but the Bounty Hunter can't. He definitely can't. I am now unable to drop my Caltrops, which is exactly what I want to do. I want to drop Caltrops, and after that I want to drop Hound. I want to maybe use my Harvest, but since that didn't happen, I'm just going to drop the Battle Ballad here, because my opponent has a lot of dodge. Now, thankfully, I get really lucky with the dodge here. They had 135 accuracy, and since I had the Monkey's Paw, I think I actually mentioned this in the last video, since I had the Monkey's Paw, I was able, and the plus 15 dodge, I was able to dodge that ability and pretty much just win the match on the spot, at least hopefully do so. So, with the trinkets that I actually have here, and actually before I go into that, this team that I'm playing is a DoT team, and I kind of call it just Halo but fun. It's DoT, but it also has a damage component, and wow, this Monkey's Paw backline is actually really helping me out. Where were these dodges when I was playing, when I was playing with the funny, what do you call it, with the funny dodge team? I was getting absolutely no dodges. I guess I didn't bring Doggy, and I guess I also didn't bring Grave Robber. A lot of people said, "Come on, Chef, you gotta bring Grave Robber," and I didn't. So that's a bit unfortunate. But you know what can I do about it? In this situation, I could go for a stun here, which is a 30-30. I could go for a stun there, which will land, but it's an 80 to get the stun. But if I do get it, it's a decent outcome. If I go for the Zealous, I do meh damage, and I do a decent amount of damage there. If it hits, right? If it hits, which, let's be honest, probably won't. Let's go for the 80. It's a guaranteed because I got the crit. Yay. So yeah, in terms of the trinkets that I'm bringing on this team, I'm bringing more DoT focused trinkets rather than just going full out, kill this character. I'm going more on the round 3, my opponent's health bars are down like 60%, and I still have finisher characters, I still have a Crusader, something that most DoT teams will not have, right? So that is what I'm trying to do. I have the attack whistle and the monkey spawn this doggy, so that's an extra 20 accuracy, even if I don't get the battle ballad off. I have to make a decision here, because this is actually a weird spot. They guard with the man-at-arms now. They really want to keep this Plague Doctor safe, huh? Yeah, it seems so. It seems that they really like their Plague Doctor, so I'm just gonna drop a Hound Theory here. I don't want to think too much, I'm just gonna do it. Did my opponent... Oh no, okay, they do have the Rancid Cure-All on the man-at-arms, so he's really tanky in this situation. I can't bleed him, I can't deal damage to him, but yeah. I have very decent accuracy chances on my doggy, especially with the battle ballad. I pretty much will not miss. The Jester is going to run the Blood Red coin, pretty much an obvious pick here, because that is so weird. Because I really want that extra bleed skill chance on my Harvest, and I also want the synergy against bleeding targets. So my Harvest has really good accuracy, and it's just going to pretty much have a guaranteed chance of getting those bleeds, which is quite nice. And yeah, my opponents are really gonna suffer, and of course, once you have Blood Red Coin with a plus 25% buff on your finale, it really hurts, it really stings. My opponent goes Incision on the Crusader, which is the bleed resistant character. That is quite an odd decision to make, and right now, I could do some things here. I think the best thing I can do is actually to punch the man-at-arms, because if I do this, I can stun the occultist, and then he's dropping to this store in the next round, and he really has no way of saving himself. I didn't really want to pull the occultist to hit him. I would much rather push someone else out of the way, because if I pull the occultist, I would put the Plague Doctor in position 2, and then she'd be able to use Noxious Blast, which in this situation is a hell of a lot better against my team. So I did not want that to happen. My opponent goes for the Bolster here, a little bit late to be doing that, let's be honest. But, you know, such is the way of the Butcher Circus. Something that I did not mention, but that I found really weird. Yeah, look at this. Even against 60 dodge, I'm hitting Harvest. This would not be happening normally. But, yeah, something that I found very weird is that my opponent went Stitch and Embrace on a stunned doggy. I found that really, really weird, because now they can guard, but, I mean, he's a goner. As long as I don't whiff here, he's a goner. So that is a very interesting decision for my opponent to make. I should have gone Hound Theory first, it was a misplay. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I got a little bit too excited there. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, this match is completely over. It's just until my opponent surrenders, and there we are. So let's go for match number 2. So, what could have my opponent done there? Well, not much, honestly. They're playing a stress team into a DOT team, and while you can sometimes win those matchups, it is the rock, paper, scissors. It is a losing matchup, especially the way my opponent played it. Instead of just trying to use Rampart on their man-at-arms, which really didn't accomplish too much, I have to say. I mean, it stopped me from going Caltrips, but what they could have done is immediately guard the Plague Doctor, and if they immediately guarded the Plague Doctor, they could have maybe used both guards to make it so I can't break them, and use the Plague Doctor's Battlefield Medicine to cure DOT on 2 targets at a time. If they did that, they would have been able to stay alive a hell of a lot longer, and maybe they could have won this. Now, I have no idea what my opponent is cooking here. This is some intense cooking, but there's Bellowbot, so we take these, right? Let's go for it. I could go for a push on this Bounty Hunter, he would be quite useless, but I don't know. I'm just gonna drop the Caltrips here. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple. We drop the Caltrips, we get to bleed on everyone, it starts ticking, and we're just gonna go ham with it. They do have a Vestal with some very nice healing from that Silver Syringe. Funnily enough, you might consider Silver Syringe to just be a straight up worse trinket than the character unique healing trinkets, but it actually has the best healing skills out of all of them, because instead of it being 33, it's 35. But ship, isn't that completely inconsequential? No, it actually isn't. It makes you get an extra point on your healing rolls, and that can actually make a hell of a difference. It can most definitely make a difference. So they go for the battle immediately, and if I were the Halo comp, I would not appreciate that, but I'm not the Halo comp. Did I not ballad? Oh, I did ballad. I thought I had balladed already, but no, I dropped the Caltrips round 1. Huh, I guess now I have to double down on my mistake and not ballad, because if I don't, then I'll look really stupid. So yeah, I guess it's time to double down on my mistake. Yeah. Okay, it goes well. It's just the extra 15 dodge that is looking kind of weird. I guess I could have used ballad there. I feel like I have the time not to ballad. Or rather, I feel like I have the time to ballad and still have enough pressure in the first couple of rounds that I can get away with getting that plus accuracy and taking no risks. But even then, it feels kind of meh after you've already gone for a move that would have hit if you had dropped it, but doesn't. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, bro? Yeah, I failed the 70 and the 50. Why did I bring you? Why did I bring Blood Red Coin is my question. Well, we're gonna start spamming those Divine Comforts. It's not gonna make a huge difference, let's be honest. I'm gonna keep spamming the Hound Theory, and I will catch up to them in terms of duty. Are you kidding me? The Bounty Hunter is resisting bleeds. Yeah, I get it, he has treated bandage, but I have, what is it, 130% bleed chance. Yeah, I guess it's an 80. Kind of unfortunate. If that keeps up, if they keep resisting all of my DOTs, I will probably not be able to keep up with the healing if she just keeps spamming it, so I have to be a bit careful here. At this point in time, I just go for the pull on the Vestal. That means that the Bounty Hunter is completely out of position. He can't use the Collect Bounty, he can't use the Finish him, which he wanted to. There really isn't too much he can do. He does have the Jack Chopper, so it would actually hurt a fair bit if he dropped the Collect Bounty, even with the extra little bit of protection I have. So I kind of don't want that to happen. Please don't move back twice. Oh, the Finale. Okay, I'll take it. I'm gonna just drop the Harvest here. Of course I can't Finale yet, I don't have enough damage. It would be nice, but I don't have enough damage. With the Blood Red Coin though, I am countering the Dial debuff, so soon enough I might be able to drop the Finale here on the Vessel, and I probably will, because the Vessel is their only healing source. They for some reason didn't bring value to the Flame on the Crusader, which is the newbie mistake, it's the rookie mistake. Regardless if you're playing a hybrid, a damage team, a stun team, a stress team, regardless of what you're doing with the Crusader, you always bring Rally to the Flame. It is easily, and I mean easily, the most broken ability in the Butcher's Circus. It probably is, isn't it? Yeah, more broken than Stunning Blow, more broken than Transform, more broken than Exsanguinate, more broken than Redeem, more broken than Finish him. The Rally to the Flame just lets you heal from any position, lets you heal 2 characters, even cures debuffs on top. It's so ridiculously overpowered that in some situations it's just gonna win you the match on its own. And there's really, really no reason for you not to bring it, because it's on a character that, even if it didn't have heals, this character would still be good. The Crusader would still be a decent character, even without any sort of healing, so... yeah, the Butcher's Circus in a nutshell. What can I say, right? What can I say? Would the Flagellant be good if he didn't have Exsanguinate or Punish? Honestly, probably no. He probably wouldn't be good. He would be kind of like a Hellion. Yeah, he would be kind of like a Hellion, or yes, decent offense, like pretty decent offense with the Punish or Ring of Sorrows, if they land. And, you know, yes, way better accuracy basis for that, but he would definitely be lacking a lot in terms of defense. Yeah. Still, though, funny to think that even without Exsanguinate and Redeem being a thing, he would probably still be better than the Hellion. He probably would. He probably would, and that's funny to think about. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna drop a Dirk Snap here on the Bounty Hunter, but sharp, you could have killed the Vestal. Thing is, I go first next round, my opponent doesn't have guard. Would I rather do a little bit of extra chip damage and get the confirmed kill, or go for the chancy death blow and then not have enough damage to finale? You know, I'd much rather go for the confirmed play. We do this, then we drop the finale, then it's a 4v2, and I mean, it's pretty obvious my opponent can't win this, so let's skip along to the end. There we go, and on to a match number 3, actually. Jesus, this is so disappointing. You queue up against someone called Reynold, and they don't play Crusader. This is so incredibly disappointing. It's like I'm getting blocked here in some sort of manner. I'm getting kind of swear word blocked in this situation. At least that's what it feels like. This is almost like a Howlers, except there's no doggy in position 1, which is a bit odd. What is going on? Is it not my turn to game? Yes, it is. Let's go for the Caltrops. Let's see if the DOT can catch up to my opponent. Seems they're playing kind of more like a Mark team. They don't seem to have all the trinkets just yet. The finisher is the Arbalest in this situation, which is quite funny. She is a decent finisher, honestly. Plus 30% death load L chance. She also bypasses guard if, you know, you have the right trinket for it. I am gonna be brought to this door quite shortly, so my response to that is gonna be to most likely just... Oh, I really don't want a Dirk Snap. Yeah, but I have to. I'm sorry, Shep. You have to Dirk Snap here. I'm gonna have to Dirk Snap, and what I'm gonna do in this situation is just keep my turn with the doggy, go for the lick wounds. If they crush me after it, you know, if they land the crush, I just go for the rally to the flame. And look at this, my opponent never punished. Even though they're going for a character with plus 15 dodge round 1, even though they're focusing down the dodge character, they are not being punished for it. They're just getting hits left, right, and center, and this honestly plays into me because they're eventually going to miss, right? They're eventually going to miss. They're going to lose out on a turn, and even if they drop to their store next action, even by the start of next round, I just go for the self. Yes, eventually they whiff. I just go for the self click. I heal, and then I drop a Harry, and I just get free pressure. Now, I could go for a stun here, but it might live, so I'm just gonna do overall damage. I think this is better. He has 46 HP, which is a hell of a lot for a bounty hunter. That's actually really annoying that he has so much HP, because my strategy here is definitely to focus him down. In this situation, I have to play a bit less of the DOT game, and a bit more of the kill this guy game. Because if I get rid of the bounty hunter in the Howlers, then, you know, these two backliners just really stop having a good time. Oh god, she doesn't have Bola. Oh, I'm gonna punish my opponent so hard for that. Oh, I wanna do it so bad. And yeah, let's just drop the hunter here. But Sharp, you said you wanted to kill the bounty hunter, and yes, I do. I do want to kill the bounty hunter, but you have to understand that Harry is incredible and Hound's Rush is so mediocre. If you have a mark already, then sure, I guess I can do that, but without a mark here, I am much better off just dropping the Harry. It's way more damage overall. Even to the character that I'm hitting, it's not... it's like comparable damage, maybe like half, maybe slightly more than half of the damage, but yeah, it's just a hell of a lot better. Yeah, and the bleed chance is also better. For some reason, Hound's Rush doesn't have a 110. I do drop to their store here because they keep hitting. They do have the finish on the Arbalest, so it was a guaranteed chance to hit because, you know, Arbalest things. But they used their finisher character to go for the hit on my doggies, so quite an interesting decision by them. They go for the crush, they get a crit for 17, which is massive for a crush. I have no idea how that ability does so much damage. Nerf it already, right? Nerf crush already, it's clearly overpowered, guys. We should really nerf that ability. And right now I will just go for... ooh. I could... no, they don't have a finisher, this is fine. Let's just drop the Harvest here, do extra DOT to this Bounty Hunter, make sure he's dropping soon, also do a little bit of extra damage to this Musketeer. And yeah, he's gonna be dropping relatively soon, sadly not enough with my Harvest, but you know, we chilling. We go for the Collect Bounty, over here we'll probably just drop the pull on the Musketeer. She will have the Buckshot, but I could also just move forward twice, that is also a possibility. She's just going to shoot me, right? That's kind of the problem here. She has a 50-50 of getting the death blow. If I do this, I won't get Finale anytime soon, so you know what? I'm actually gonna just pull the Musketeer here and fail, of course. As you do. As you do. At this point, I might actually not harry and just go for the click into Hound's Rush, if I do manage to do it. They go for their finishing character and they get it. Very good by my opponent. And I don't have the pull here, so I will actually have to drop a Finale sometime soon. But do I wanna? Is the question. Do I wanna? How much damage have I got? I don't want to drop the Finale here. I feel like it's a bit premature of me to do so. So let's just drop the Harvest. The DOT will catch up to my opponent eventually. Bounty Hunter is dropping. They can't preemptively heal him. It's not enough. Unless they get a crit. If they get a crit, then it is enough. But they can delay their actions in a way that I don't get the death blow here. So it is a-okay for my opponent. We'll say the match is actually being kind of close because the start did not go too well for me. They go for the Man-at-Arms turn, doing a little bellow. I have enough DOT to the point that it really doesn't matter right now, but I will probably just go for the stun here on the Man-at-Arms, even though it's not ideal. I feel like it's the best thing you can do here, so let's go for it. It's a 50-50, I don't get it, unfortunate. Now, they either click and heal, and I just get the kill next round, or they click now, and I just die. So, the Bounty Hunter is doomed, regardless of what happens here. He really is doomed. The only way they can save him is to get a crit heal, and then I miss him, somehow, some way. That's really the only thing they can do here. The best thing they could do is just like mark my Jester even. That's probably the best thing they can do. They go for a patch up on that Musketeer, which is really not a good move, because there's a lot of things I can do here to make her go down. That is included in one of those things, so I might actually go for the finish him on her this time around. Go finish them, finish them, finish them. What do you mean, Shep? If you remember, I made a Butcher Circus video when the Butcher Circus was down. This was like in, oh Jesus, almost a year ago. Yeah, almost a year ago. It was down like in December 14th, 2022. It went down for like 4 days. And I survived the first 2 days, like reviewing old matches and doing like, oh, the changes I do to the circus would be this and that. And one of those videos I made, the change that I put in the pinned comments is like, oh, skip to 1 hour and 30 minutes of the video, and it's me just saying, the most important change in the Butcher Circus is change finish him to finish them. Because, you know, there's male and female characters in the circus, and in Darkest Dungeon for that matter. Of course it's called finish him because of the Mortal Kombat references, right? But yeah, it is quite funny. I think here I could genuinely get, I could genuinely get away with dropping the Finale on this guy. I can genuinely do this because I'm gonna DOT the corpses out. I have a healer and my opponent doesn't have Bola. Oh, and I love it so much. You know, They gotta learn. We gotta let them learn, you know? We gotta let them learn by teaching them the truth in the harshest way possible. Practically. Yeah, we have to teach them the hopelessness of the Butcher Circus. We have to teach them they're gonna come out. You're not gonna have a chance to use that. You are not gonna have a chance to use that command buff. Let me tell you that much. I'm just gonna drop the Zealots. Honestly, the Crusader could probably... No, the Crusader could 1v2 at this point. He's a Crusader, what the hell. Yeah, he could 1v2 at this point. But Shep, Crush counters protection. Yeah, try and do that on your own. Try to counter my protection here. That's totally gonna work out for you. It's really gonna work out. You know what I could do? I'm gonna harvest anyway. Right, I'm gonna harvest anyway. Yeah, let's just heal. Let's just be a bit cheesy here. Oh, I cleared the death blow resistance, Diva. Massive. This ability, it is so broken. It really is so broken. It deserves a nerf. Like, in the base game, Rally to the Flame, which I think was called Battle Heal, was a joke. You had Inspiring Cry, which was really good. Really freaking good. It also healed. It removed stress. I don't think it cleared horror. I don't think it cleared hard, but it did a lot of good things that sadly, what do you call it? That sadly the current Inspiring Cry doesn't do. While Battle Heal was just a slightly bigger heal than that, and it was definitely a joke. I always used the Inspiring Cry when I brought the Crusader, but in the Butcher Circus, Inspiring Cry is no longer a heal. It's an anti-stress move, which is fine. It's a decent anti-stress move. It clears horror, which has limitless potential. I think it's a 25 anyway. Of course, why don't you get the 25 anyway? But yeah, at this point my opponent is completely doomed, and I'm gonna make sure they know it. Do they have an ability they can actually click? Or do they... No, they can't even click an ability. I thought that maybe they have flares so they don't have to pass. By the way, they have to pass here because the Arbalist literally cannot grasp the concept of taking her 2 armored legs and pushing them forward. She is literally unable to do that. Her mind is so rotten with sniper shot that she is literally unable to grasp the concept of pushing each of her feet forward one at a time. Oh, and my opponent has to pass. Oh, and I just love it. I really love it. I'm going to stun him here. Should I torture them for a bit longer? You know what, I'm not that mean. I'm not that mean. I used to be meaner, but, you know, 25 right back at you. And my opponent goes down. And the Halo Combat Fun stands victorious. It's just a really cool team. Is it the most competitive team in the Butcher Circus? No, not by a long shot. Can it do well, even in matchups where the Halo Comp would have a hard time, matchups where other DOT teams would have a hard time, matches against other hybrids? Yeah, it's pretty much always gonna do well. It has the tools to do well. It has it has a pull, it has a push, it has accuracy buffs, it has stuns, it has lots of AoE capabilities, it even has a guard, it has regen. This is a team that can really do a lot if you know how to make it work. Sometimes you know, it's just gonna run against a lot of meta stuff and it's not gonna do too well, but other than that, it's a really nice team. I like it. I very much like it. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.